Hello everyone, welcome to the Open API Hackathon 2022. We are live streaming from our studio here in Hub Nivi Tower in Bratislava, and I'm really looking forward for the energy and all the ideas and innovation, how to shape the future of banking together. My name is Adam, and I will be the host who will guide you through all the weekend, all the mentoring sessions, trainings, and progress pitching sessions and final presentations in order to find out which of the teams of this hackathon will be the best in the banking revolution, which we are trying to kick off this evening. But before we start, let's go back down to the memory lane and remember the September 2020 when the Open API Hackathon powered by Raiffeisen Bank International and Tatra Banka began its tradition. It was about two banks and two challenges. We wanted to solve the future of payments, so we were looking for the innovation how to improve or simplify the process of payments for the customers. And then we wanted to make the world great again and wanted to develop an API-based sustainability assessment tool through which companies can assess the sustainability of their customers and transaction with them. ESG topic was really heavily noticed during that time. We managed to, despite the pandemic situation, we managed to get together 17 teams, almost 70 participants from countries such as Slovakia, Czech Republic, and Austria as well. This year, I'm really happy that despite the pandemic situation and even the postponed event like the Olympics, we managed to acquire 20 teams from 11 countries and almost 90 participants who are willing to be the part of the banking revolution. We have participants and teams from countries such as Slovakia, Czech Republic, Austria, but also Russia, Brazil, Pakistan, United Arab Emirates, USA, Croatia, Bulgaria, Denmark, and Nigeria as well. We will have here a lot of university students, IT professionals, UX, UI designers, business specialists, data analysts, and product designers who will be challenging themselves in order to find innovation, new concepts, new ideas, how to improve the fintech industry. Again, two banks connected their firepower and the potential of the segment in order to look how to improve the life of the millions of customers in 13 CEE countries. So we will be working on the challenges for Raiffeisen Bank International and Tatra Banka, and also Elevator Lab powered by Tatra Banka as well. Before we start, and you will get the insights into challenges on which you will work on, I would like to invite and welcome in the studio Christian Wolf from Raiffeisen Bank International, Head of Strategic Partnerships and Ecosystems. Christian, can you hear me? Can you see me?
Perfectly, both. Thank you.
Welcome. How are you doing and where are you connecting from?
From Austria, actually from my home office today.
Perfect.
I think that's a sign of these times, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, Christian, please tell the teams and the participants a few warm, welcoming words about this hackathon.
Thank you, Adam. I take actually very great pride that I can welcome you back again this year to our joint hackathon. As Adam mentioned, RBI teaming up with Tatra Banka, Elevator Lab, and Cube to work on the future of banking. Actually, I was writing the title, Open API. There's two things that I think they are very, very important for us as banks. It's openness, meaning being open for co-innovation, for co-creation, but it's also APIs as a synonym for technical knowledge, for technological advance and technological progress. And I think this event greatly brings together all these two things. And even more importantly, I take great pride that so many of you have shown interest and actually joined us today and for that weekend to work on these challenges that we see coming up. You just mentioned it, Adam. It's quite a host of different countries represented today. It's even more interesting to see it's not just different countries, it's even different continents joining us today.
Exactly.
And I think this shows the great attractivity that we have meanwhile built up with our partners here. I want to keep it short. I wish you all of the success for this weekend, not only success, also a lot of great fun and good times. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing the results of your work. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Christian. And I will be accompanied by Michal Satur, Head of Research and Development from Tatra Banka. Michal, welcome in our studio. What are you looking forward to during this Open API Hackathon 2022?
As was mentioned by Christian, we as a bank and also as a banking group of the Raiffeisen International, we're looking forward for the innovative solution. And we come to the conclusion that it's impossible to do all the innovation by ourselves. Tatra Banka is well known for our innovative solution. We have won hundreds of awards worldwide for our innovations, but the pace of innovation is getting faster and faster. And therefore, I'm sure that we only by co-creation and by joining forces with innovative company, with innovative communities, is the only way how we can proceed in our innovation path.
And what would you consider as the perfect outcome of this weekend for you in Tatra Banka?
As always, I'm looking for somebody who will be also able to cooperate with us after the hackathon. So it wouldn't be just for this weekend, but also for the cooperation afterwards. And I'm looking forward for a solution that makes sense and brings value to the customers.
Thank you very much, Michal. We will get back to you because you will be introducing the challenge for Tatra Banka. So thank you very much once again. And thanks. We may proceed to another inspiring guest, Miroslav Vansa. Miro, hi, can you hear me? Can you see us? Maybe not yet. Miro, if you can hear me, just respond. Miro is actually one of the alumni of the first edition of Open API Hackathon, and he participated with his team from Grayson in the first edition. So he prepared a short success story where he will tell you and try to inspire you and motivate you to get as much as possible for your team through this weekend. In order to better understand how you can benefit with the possible cooperation. Miro, can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. So the stage is yours. Tell us more about your experience from the first edition of Open API Hackathon back in 2022. How was it?
Sure, I will just check one more time. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, perfectly.
Perfect. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Adam, for introduction. To everyone, my name is Miro. I'm manager from Grayson, and I would like to tell you a few words from our participation on the first edition of Open API Hackathon back in 2020. We chose to tackle RBI's challenge, Make the World Great Again. As Adam mentioned, it was focused on the development of a solution that will evaluate business transactions according to sustainable development goals of European Union and to evaluate these transactions if they are green according to new regulation called EU taxonomy. As you could imagine, we didn't know much about this topic before the event. I still remember our team working hard to find out all possible information out there in order to come up with some innovation solution to tackle this topic. The thing that I appreciated the most about this event is the possibility to consult and shape your ideas with the experts, not only from Tatra and RBI, but from all the mentors. Maybe the main advice from myself would be to use as much as possible the time with your mentors, because at the end they are your possible users or clients of your solutions. In the end, we didn't, even though we didn't win the hackathon, we ended up second. Right after the weekend, we were contacted by Sustainable Finance team of RBI, and we agreed to develop MVP of our Green Soon solution. That's how we called it. And that happened last year. And at the moment, actually, we are in the elaboration phase, analyzing the best possible way to implement the full-fledged solution within RBI. So we are very excited about that. So actually, this event doesn't have to end up during the weekend on Sunday, but if you'll be lucky enough, your innovation ideas can have real impact on the organizations. And I will wish you two things. First of all, as Christian mentioned as well, enjoy the event as much as possible, have fun. And secondly, good luck to all of the teams. And I'm looking forward to see your outcomes on Sunday.
Thank you very much, Miro. I'm glad to see you and see that you have the original merch from the first edition.
Yes, I'm very supportive. Thanks for that as well.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much for the inspiration. As you can see, it's not only about the winning, but about acquiring the opportunity to cooperate with two leaders or leading bank in the fintech sector here in Slovakia and also in the region. So make use of that, and we may proceed closer to the challenges which you are looking forward to. But before that, I'd like to thank to all the partners without whom we couldn't organize this hackathon. The first of them, Superfaktura, who is also a partner of the challenge with Tatra Banka, Challenge B. Then Elevator Lab, RBI API, Blockchain Hub, Night of Chances, Plug and Play, Learn to Code, Slovak University of Technology in Bratislava, Hack Košice, Touch IT, Volt, Coderia, IT v IT, Robimy IT. Thank you very much once again. And now let's proceed to the first challenge, Challenge A, which is called Value Added Service for Retail Consumers. And I will talk about it with Sudip Khan from Raiffeisen Bank International. Sudip, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly. How are you doing?
Good. Doing all right. Doing just all right.
Perfect. And where are you connecting from?
I am in Vienna, Austria, same as Christian.
Perfect, perfect. So very close to us. Welcome again to our studio. Sudip, I have a few questions for you. Please tell us, why did you decide about this challenge, to appoint this challenge as the first one?
Look, so the introduction of PSD2 has really dramatically changed the landscape of retail banking. And this is really evident by the myriad of fintechs that are popping up like mushrooms all over the world. Couple that with the ever-growing demand of exceptional user experience by our customers, and you have an excellent breeding ground for further innovation everywhere around the world. I think it goes without saying that open banking has facilitated the opportunity for banks to be present wherever customers might need them right now, and at the same time offering them tailored products and services. However, what we're seeing in the markets is that the future of banking is going well beyond just providing financial services. So what we're seeing is added value services and seamless connected experiences as the new game, as the name of the new game, rather. Whether it be insurance services, environmental awareness through things like carbon footprint estimation, car purchases, travel purchases, all of those things now can actually be found within your financial institution's applications. So the new experiences that the customers are going to enjoy is setting the bar much higher every day for what we need to offer as a bank. So we believe that in order to stay ahead of the trend curve, we as RBI...
And we lost you for a while. Guys, can you please check that, the connection?
I have to differentiate ourselves, editors, and then also create you guys to come up with creative solutions that may help us with this goal. Did you hear me?
Now we can. You are back.
Okay,
so I will help you.
I don't know where I cut off.
I will help you with the additional question. What do you expect the teams to focus on?
Today, what we would like to see is we want the teams to develop a solution that not only looks at just banking, but also beyond the banking scope. So something that is supplements banking, but also non-banking digital service. So we want the teams to understand that they should follow the satellite apps approach that we want to foster over here at RBI, and potentially also use our open API infrastructure, so the PSD2 APIs that we have. And yeah, so solve a particular pain point that you may have or that you know of for our retail customers. Make sure that it's scalable across our entire CEE market, and deliver on our brand promise that we will deliver superior customer experience.
Perfect. Are there any specific constraints and limitations for the teams regarding the...
There are three. So the three that we do have is the POC must be executable within the next within 3 to 6 months. It should be possible to do it within a budget of around 60,000 euros. And as I mentioned before, it needs to be scalable across the 13 countries where we operate.
Perfect. Sudi, thank you very much, and see you
Thank
later.
you.
Since you are one of the mentors, so the teams will have the opportunity to chat with you and get the feedback. I will just add that the jury will judge you according to like 3 criteria: desirability, viability, and feasibility. So you should have the answers for the question: what problem does it solve and how? How does it make sense from the business perspective? And what is the technical roadmap for proof of concept? So we would like to see also MVP or clickable wireframe and all the regarding criteria. You will find all the available resources you can work with, such as collections of PSD2 and APIs published by RBI, also RBI API Marketplace and other payment APIs available at programmableweb.com, or the other resources you will find in the Slack or the materials you already received via email. So that's being said, we have the introduction for the challenge A, value-added service for retail consumers, so the B2C segment. And now we will proceed again with Michal Satur to the challenge B, value-added service for SMEs or B2B segment. So Michal, why did you decide about this challenge?
As I mentioned earlier, we are very focusing into the innovations, and one of the way how we would like to innovate is to cooperate with the partners on the base ground of the open banking, which is basically the design of the product and services that can be used, the third-party solution in our digital channels or our solution in third-party digital channels. We are having up and running our API infrastructure, and where we are having a lot of customers. And we see that majority of the customers are from the SME segment. We also have a big corporate customers, but they are looking into the little tailor-made solution. So that's the reason why we have decided to rather focus on the SME, where we are already having some customers, and we would like to give them even more value on top of what we are giving them right now.
Are there any special areas you would like the teams to focus on?
We would like to focus on like daily banking or daily doing business as a SME. So we know that if you are running out of money, you cannot proceed with your business in the next day. So maybe focus on some cash flow prediction, maybe focus on how to help managing the invoices, how to managing the relationship, how to maybe score your partners you are working on, and so on and so on.
Perfect. Are there any constraints and limitations?
We would like the solution to be using the sandbox we are having and the API infrastructure we are having, and as was mentioned by the Sudip, we would like to have something which is executable in a short time and is not a huge project that can be also executable based on the budget.
So it can be some quick fixes in order to see the impact and the results which can bring it to you and your customers, right?
Yeah, and also because of the whole infrastructure, not all the solution has to be done in a bank systems, and we are getting more and more open. Therefore, also the third-party solution can be used. So that's the reason why we think that it can be done easy, it can be done not expensive, and in a fast track.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I will just remind you again, desirability, viability, and feasibility, these are the core criteria which the jury will evaluate when you will give us your final presentations. And again, the available resources for the challenge, for the teams who will be coping with this challenge, you may find collections of PSD2 and premium APIs published by Tatra Banka and RBI, documentation for API calls, documentations for the Superfactura APIs, who is the partner for this challenge as well, and other payment APIs available at programmableweb.com. All these necessary collections you may find in the Slack or the materials we already sent you. Since the hackathon is the competition, is about the energy, but also about some awards, there is like crucial information you may look forward to. We will have 2 winners, 1 per each category, and the best teams will be awarded by €5,000 cash prize. But as Miro said, you may get the opportunity to cooperate with the leading banks in the region. So use as much of the time and the spotlight as possible in order to gain the experience and scale your solution in the future. So 5,000, pretty much worth it, right? What about the program? We have 48 hours or the whole weekend ahead of us. We have some key points you may find on this slide behind me. Since it's about the real tight schedule, we managed to give you the support of over 20 mentors during 4 mentoring sessions, where they will give you the feedback, some guidance and directions how to improve your innovation capabilities and efforts you will give to the solutions. So use the time well. Then tomorrow we will have a presentation skills workshop, which will help you to give the best pitch you have ever given. Since it's the competition, we will gonna make it harder for you. We prepared the progress pitch because 20 teams are a lot, and not everyone can make it to the finals. On Saturday evening at 8 p.m., you all will show us what you managed to do after the first 24 hours. And after the progress pitch, the jury will select 3 finalists per each challenge. So in the finals, on the final pitch presentation, we will have only 6 teams. And they will have 5-minute presentation in front of the jury, and jury will have 5 minutes for questions and answers. The jury and the mentors, the gentlemen responsible for selecting the best teams are from RBI, Tatra Banka, and Cube. The first of them is Andriy Stepanenko, the board member of RBI. Then we will be joined also by Martin Kubík, the board member at Tatra Banka, and Slava Tuleja from Cube. You might see them on the slide behind me. As I mentioned, we have a lot of mentors, experienced experts from the field of innovation, banking, fintech, IT, product development, customer experience, and we divided them into various groups, so they may focus on smaller groups of the teams and give you valuable feedback. The mentors for the challenge value-added service for retail consumers, sponsored by Raiffeisen Bank International, are divided in these 2 groups, A1, AB. A1 will be led by Andrej Černík, and A2 will be led by Sudip from RBI, who have you already seen. Then we have the mentor groups for the challenge B. 3 groups, B1, B2, B3. B1 will be guided by Michal, and then B2 by Erik Todt from Tatra Banka, and B3 with Jakub from the Innovation Studio Cube. You will have also people from Tatra Banka, Superfaktura, and other experts from the fields who can share their stories and insights from the SMEs and freelance business. So these mentors will be at your disposal, and few organizational info. All the communication will be handled through Slack. I believe that you all are already signed up there. If not, just use this QR code to get there, and we will send you all the materials and all the necessary information in order to go smoothly through this hackathon. All the interactions, such as mentorings and workshops and progress pitching, final pitching, will be through Zoom, through video calls, which you already have the links, or if not, we will send it to you. So this is regarding the communication. If you have any additional questions to program or operational support, please contact Kika and Eliška, the project team behind the hackathon itself. And let's conclude the next steps or key points which you may look forward to. We already kicked it off, so now is your time to settle with the team, spend some time for the ideation, how to approach the challenges, what ideas do you have, and how you would like to proceed. And then you may look forward to the first mentoring session, which will be really brief, and it will start at 8 p.m., where mentors will give you the first feedback on your ideas and direction how to proceed. And then you will have all night ahead of you in order to hack through that and show us what you got in the evening tomorrow. So that's all from my side, and let's shape the future of banking together. Good luck with that. See you later.